All right, Don King, Trevor Berbick is threatening to bolt from the tournament. Your view about that?
Well, first of all, just let me say, only in America, I'm excited about HBO having a fantastic show tonight, another sellout for HBO. In regards to Berbick, I think that Berbick is going to fight Tyson in November.
This is, like you said, is all the marbles. And when November 23rd comes, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be the heavyweight champion of the world.
Money don't make a champion, it make a person. Okay? He done used this to mess up my whole married life, turn her into something she was. That's why you don't like me. Okay? Ever since I'm 40.
During his career, Trevor Berbick went face-to-face with Larry Holmes and was the one responsible for sending Ali into retirement. As Trevor was rising through the ranks, Cus D'Amato had already begun to create a killing machine that would one day be called Baby Dynamite and Iron Mike. Berbick was considered lucky to hold a champion title in his hands, but he had the unlucky opportunity to meet Tyson in the ring. Perhaps if it were not for the pigeons, I would have not started boxing. My first fight had happened because of a bird. One guy, and he was older than me, took my dove and twisted his neck in front of my eyes. Many years have passed, but I still remember this scene that left a deep scar in my soul, and I rushed with my fists and thrashed him. At that moment, I felt that I was stronger than him, and therefore, I won. As you might have guessed, these famous words belong to the legendary American boxer Mike Tyson, one of the most recognizable fighters who had many fights and many victories. Today, we will look back and remember one of them, a famous fight that ended with a colorful knockout. Welcome back to the World Era of Boxing channel. Before we begin, please support the video with a like and leave us a comment. Now, let's get started. Las Vegas, USA, 1986. Mike Tyson versus Trevor Berbick. 1986 was a special year and a turning point for Iron Mike. It was in 1986 that he first became a champion at the age of 20 years, 4 months and 23 days, beating Floyd Patterson's record. On November 22nd, he entered the ring with WBC champion Trevor Berbick, a Canadian boxer who is more than 10 years older and 10 inches taller. He had almost 20 centimeters more arm span as well. However, none of that would matter in the end. From the opening bell, Tyson aggressively attacked his opponent. Trevor tried to put up an attack of his own, but it turned out in vain, as the young, powerful, and energetic Tyson managed to quickly land a few hard blows, sending Trevor into survival mode. It is worth noting that Cus D'Amato sadly didn't live to see Mike Tyson become a champion. He was hospitalized with a rare form of pneumonia. Doctors were forced to put Cus into a coma to attempt to fight his illness. However, D'Amato never came out of it. He died on November 4th, 1985 at the age of 77, a year before the Tyson-Berbick fight took place. The fight almost ended in the first round after Tyson unleashed a 4-punch combination that nearly knocked down Berbick, but Trevor managed to stay on his feet till the bell.
Tyson knows that he can score at will now. Fighting in the wrong position. Not using the jab and the bell ends. Round one. A good round one. Well, at least Berbick didn't go down in the first round.
At the beginning of round 2, Tyson attacked immediately and set Trevor to the canvas. He was able to rise,
He'll have to take the standing 8 count as he steps right up the counts to 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And he says he's okay. Here comes Tyson again. He knows he can hurt him anytime. Left hook, right hand. Again, Trevor hanging is holding off Mike with the left. And you see the light left hook by Mike in the right hand, right side of the rib cage. Instead he goes to the body downstairs, catches him with the right hand upstairs. 2 good rights in there. Caught a bit of a camera switch there, and another right hand landed. See Mike just he's trying to line it.
but in the last minute of the round, he missed an incoming left hook, which ended the fight. It was a brutal knockout, a single blow that epitomized Mike Tyson in all of his glory.
He goes down. He should be able to get up from this. His legs may be shut. They are. As Trevor Berbick falls back and goes, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. He's got the heart.
After the fight, Mike said, "I dedicate this victory to my coach." Now Cuss smiles in heaven and says to other boxers, "This is my boy." After the fight, Berbick admitted that he had never seen blows like Tyson's. "He's a very tough, very sharp puncher," he said. "I have never seen a blow knock me off my feet." This could be the most spectacular knockout from Tyson, but please let us know what you think in the comments below. The victory over Berbick made the 20-year-old Mike Tyson the youngest world heavyweight champion in history, a record that still stands today. In 1986, this fight was called the best knockout in the history of boxing. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to see more of the most interesting stories from the world of sports and boxing.
And from about the midway point in round 1, he couldn't do anything. There's Jimmy Jacobs in there. Bill Caton also worked with him. A very
Mike
happy
Tyson,
guy.
20 years old, a heavyweight champion. How does it feel to be wearing this belt?
Well, the moment I waited for all my life since I started the game of boxing. And as everyone said, that Berbick didn't have a chance. Berbick was very tough, very strong. It's like very strong. I was never expecting him to be strong like that. I knew he was strong, but I didn't expect him to be as strong as me. And he was very strong. But I was calm, and I was timing my punch. Every punch I threw with bad intention in a vital area.
Angelo Dundee, the famous trainer, once said of a Muhammad Ali opponent, "He's human. My guy ain't." In the land of boxing, not being considered human is the sincerest form of flattery. And I think tonight we found out which fighter was human, and in boxing's terms, which fighter wasn't human. I don't know if Customato made out a will. I don't know who he made it out to, but I know that what he did do was to bequeath to all of us who love boxing, who love the spirit of these men, a young champion who can revitalize the game, but more important, shows us the passion of the game. There's no entrepreneurship in him. He's not being a fighter so that he can be something else. He is a pure fighter. He is the pure flame.